And good evening, basketball fans, and welcome out to the Eagles Nest for another edition of the Lighted Up Digital Advertising Game of the Week. I am Doug Gann with 446 Sports alongside of KP Miles. And KP, this ought to be a good one. JV game just got finished up. It's the Menard Lady Eagles and Westminster Christian Academy of Lafayette. This is not the one in Opelousas. After that, there's two Westminsters. This is out of Lafayette.
Out of Lafayette, there's a lot of good basketball down in Lafayette. I'm sure this is going to be a really solid ball game.
No doubt. You're getting on your screen a good look at the Lady Crusader, the Chargers that are there, the Chargers that are making their way in. So, should get going. One thing from the last time that we were here is that Sawyer Shelton is back in the starting lineup. So you'll see that real true ball handler that is back for the Lady Eagles. It'll be Shelton and Kaylee Methvin, Carly Menard be the starters. Jamie Sue Bordelon will be out there, and got to believe that it is, we'll have to look and see who the other one is that comes out with them.
Yeah, having Sawyer back should help the ball handling tremendously. That was a big problem against Pitkin, hard to get the ball and break that press, so this ought to be a lot of help having her back tonight.
Yep, Rubio should be the other starter. They will announce the starters in this one.
Still says 0-0. I got you.
And so, yeah, just a couple of minutes away from getting this thing tipped off. They will have the starting lineups that will go through it, and we'll bring you doubleheader action tonight. So it is the boys and the girls getting set to do business, and just checking out our scoreboard, testing it out is what's going on there. So again, brought to you by our friends at Lighted Up Digital Advertising, big friends of the program, and certainly excited to help bring you Menard Eagle and Lady Eagle basketball.
Yeah, give Miss Sharanda Smith a call. She's the creative brains behind that operation. I'm sure she can get any type of advertising you need fixed up.
Definitely are. So we're about to go courtside. They will have the invocation. We'll have the starting lineups, and we'll get ready to get this thing going. Or not. It looks like the microphone down there. We all know about technical difficulties. There's no doubt about that.
Absolutely. Happens to even the best of us.
High above the court here in the Eagles Nest. I think we told you that it is girls action to be followed by the boys game. And so we're delighted that you chose to be here with us tonight. Menard Eagles basketball all season long on 446 Sports. Coach Carbo in that group ready to get going after this one. But this is a real good Lady Eagles team, KP. We saw them not fare that well in the latter half of that game against Pitkin, but have been solid all season long and look to make a good run in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, they had a little trouble against Pitkin in that press and that type of offense with missing Sawyer, but she's back tonight, so looking for a good performance out of the girls tonight.
Methvin set to jump center there against, let's see who that is. That is Wilson,
number 4.
And up and underway, controlled by WCA. And Westminster has it out top. Three-pointer is up and launched and no good. Rebound knocked away off the hands of Carly, and so score that a team offensive rebound.
They weren't scared to take that first shot quickly.
No, not at all, and you'll see that out of Westminster a lot. They will shoot the basket. They know that Menard's going to get up and down the floor.
Well, Westminster's got some size as well. Got a girl in the middle that looks like she's as big or bigger than Carly, so it should be a good matchup tonight.
They'll whistle a travel there, yeah, and that's one thing that we've seen that Carly's been able to do is really go down there and just bang around down low, and we'll see how this one unfolds.
Yeah, they're going to start off in a 1-2-2 zone here. Westminster is. First shot up.
Shot from Sawyer up and no good, but a rebound controlled by Kaylee Methvin underneath. She's open for three. We saw her get hot the other night. That one just off the backboard.
And she's got to make those shots tonight because it looks like they're going to stick in that 1-2-2 zone.
Up and around and over and no good there, and that one is going to go off of Menard and stay with Westminster. 7:09 remaining in a scoreless first quarter play. Both teams just kind of filling each other out. Up and off the backboard, no good, and looking to run are the Eagles. And this is why that one tipped away, so a good job getting a hand in the middle, but it will stay with the Lady Eagles. Shelton set to inbounds, and it'll go right in low, and that's that battle we talked about. First one is up, and it is good. Carly Menard gets her first basket of the night, and if they're going to play behind her, between Carly and the basket, that's a matchup that Carly wins all night.
That's where she wants them to play. Pitkin did a great job the other night.
There's a good steal inside, bouncing around off of Jamie Sue. Greg, that was Rubio that was there. Three-pointer is launched. It's no good. Rebound control, and they'll slow things down just a little bit. Thrown away, but off of Westminster there.
Yeah, Pitkin did a really good job the other night of keeping Carly away from where she wanted to be. And so if they let her get those spots, then she's going to be scoring.
Had three people on her.
That's right.
That was almost a box and one that they were playing on Carly.
Yeah, you let her get it right there, she's going to score all day long.
We saw her do this against North DeSoto. And she put in a number of points. She's got all four early as that one is poked away by Sawyer. Well, we've seen Sawyer and we've seen Carly playing together since they were 8th graders, and they've been quite a tandem.
Yeah, you play behind her like that, she's going to have another 30-point game tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've got to get around it. If you're going to have somebody behind her, you've got to get somebody around in front of her, too.
That's right. Make her uncomfortable and don't let her get in her spots. When she does, she's effective.
Back in that pressure defense full court. Jamie Sue nearly with a steal. Near travel. And back to work. This Westminster offense goes. Trying to go back the other way, and good job just the other way. Same move inside. Tapped away quickly. It'll make its way in the backcourt, but it was tipped away by Westminster, so it will go back the other way and stay with the Lady Eagles. To the basket. That one is up, and it's good. Good one from Jamie Sue to get that one to fall. And someone other than Carly has scored. 6-2, 5:10 to go here in the first period of play. You see that on
tell
Wallace.
Jamie Sue's a little bit more open and free tonight with the help from Sawyer in the backcourt.
Look, it makes a big difference, and you don't have that press of Pitkin getting on you too.
That's right.
So I think if she was the only ball handler tonight, it'd be okay. That one bangs around, and rebound controlled out by Carly.
Great
inside
pass.
it goes. Beautiful give, but Kaylee unable to get that one to fall, and they'll ease back the other way. Not a lot of scoring in this one early on, and that's kind of what we've seen, is that it's taken them a little while just to get going. Of course, we're brought to you. Our title sponsor is Explore Alexandria Pineville. If you think there's nothing to do around central Louisiana, check out explorealexandriapineville.com. It's called a live read, KP. Got to get you used to that. Spinning jumper is up in the lane, up and no good, and Sawyer pulls that one down. It's across to Jamie Sue, and down the floor they go quickly. There is no slowdown with this Lady Eagle offense at all. That one thrown away, though. That's what happened. It looked like they slowed it down some, and that hurt them. Inside the three-pointer, no good. Rebound controlled by Westminster. Corner three is launched. Back iron, no good, and Sawyer pulls down another one. That's her third rebound.
Timeout, Menard.
Timeout on the floor. We'll step away audio-wise and be right back. Back to the Eagles Nest again alongside of KP Miles. 3:50 remaining in the first. Lady Eagles 6, Westminster 2. See that on our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard down at the bottom. That was a trios timeout, by the way. Did you know that, KP?
I did.
They are
Trios
open for lunch Tuesdays through Saturdays now. That shot from Sawyer up and no good. Trios on Versailles. Have you ever been there, KP?
I've been there several times. We had a little dinner there a couple years ago. In fact, I remember seeing you there. We're gonna. It's some good food there. I enjoy it.
Indeed it is. Best wishes to Sydney, who is left there. She was the manager, and she is now on her way to get her master's and begin her medical degree pursuit. Menard alumni owned. That shot is up and is good. Matt and Courtney Loyacano own that, so make sure you go by and check that out. Open for lunch and brunch on Saturdays even. It's Trios on Versailles. 8-2, 3 minutes to go.
Let it go.
We are up in the section where the opinions get voiced here. I love it.
Yeah.
Do you remember watching any Cubs games, KP, when Harry Carey and Steve Stone would go do a game from center field?
Yeah, a couple times.
It got kind of interesting up there, to say the least.
Saw the Cubs signed our LSU star Alex Bregman yesterday.
Sure did. And the Bears mount a miraculous comeback against the Packers.
Yes.
So 2:54 now to go. Carly fouled on that one. Will go to the line to shoot the free throws. Kind of a lackluster first period. Not a lot of scoring going on, but attribute that to some good defense.
Well, it's also been attributed to some missed shots. We've gotten the shots we wanted. I think we heard Coach in the timeout saying we're getting what we want. We just got to make them.
How were you able to hear him, though?
Maybe.
We'll be able to visit with him at halftime of the boys' game. He's going to come up here and visit with us. Carly gets both free throws, and now a 10-2 lead in this one. Boy, they just seem to flow with Sawyer out there.
Yeah.
And I'm not discounting them without Sawyer, but look, that's a vital piece of this wheel.
Well, I think we heard yesterday during the post game of the LSU game about toughness, and I think Sawyer brings some toughness to this team that they need.
Shot is off from Roy, unable to get that one to fall. That dribbled off the foot, and we'll go back over to the Lady Eagles. Glad that you're able to join us on this Monday night. We told you last week we'd be here on Tuesday night. We won't. It'd be a little weird us just sitting up here and no game. No game.
That's me.
Carly, the turnaround, she was a little further around than what she wanted to be. Turns and goes. Now that little drop step, and that one gets blocked underneath. She gets it back. She'll kick it back outside. Ball moves around quite a bit. Down under 2 minutes. There's Jamie Sue that'll fire away. Back iron, no good. Rebound controlled by Westminster. And they're off and going. You saw that three up, and it is good. You saw Sawyer chase down that ball handler.
Yeah, it looks like she's completely recovered from that little bout with big bout with the flu she had.
First couple of years when she would come in as an 8th and 9th grader, she would just, we referred to as like that little mosquito that gets in your ear at night. Yep. You can't get away. She would stay and give so much torture to those ball handlers, it would drive them crazy. Trying it again, and that one from Rubio is up, and it's good from downtown. Answers that three with one of her own, 13-5 now.
There we go.
And a traveler's whistle, and they'll turn it over. Methvin set to check back in. She'll swap places with Maddie. We've had Maddie on the show a couple of times on our Wednesday night coaches show. Just a delight to talk to, no doubt about it. Does a lot of things here at the school. No, around the diamond, I forgot what we called it. Anyway, the baseball and softball coaches shows are just about a month away. They will begin, and they'll be out at Mercado's every other Sunday. We'll talk.
Yeah, baseball's starting
Eagle
up.
Baseball and Lady Eagles, that's right.
Got some scrimmages on Saturday, going to be checking out, and it's starting up. Seems like we just started football a couple weeks ago.
Yep. We'll make our way down to Lafayette Thursday and Friday for the LBCA Coaches Convention. Get to hear Jay Johnson speak, so that'll be a good time there.
Any excuse to go to Lafayette and eat some good food is okay with me.
There Saturday and ate at the Bonefish Grill for the first time ever.
Ooh,
that one up and no good. Rebound is controlled by Carly. She gets it herself. Kicks it outside. Kaylee with a little step back. Unable to get that to fall. Carly gets it. Adds another rebound. So two points and 2 rebounds for Carly Menard on that
Two tough
trip.
points right there. Not just points, tough points. Rebounds, being tough, that's what the...
It'll be out of bounds right under where we are.
Coach Jordan Marks in the house. Coach, you doing all right?
The pride of Menard High School is in the house. Look for his interview coming tomorrow night as well. Marshall sat down with him and did an interview, so you'll hear Jordan Marks' thoughts on the upcoming baseball season. Tomorrow night you'll hear Brad Turney as well, the softball coach. So you'll have all Menard all the time tomorrow night.
It sounds like it. Sounds like it.
Foul was whistled there, and going to be side out still. 16 seconds to go. Only 2 team fouls for either. Gonna try to hold for one shot, and Mott is okay to let that do. She doesn't force a count. Really not wanting to commit a foul here. You'll give them that long 3. Oh, good strip away. That is just that's the end of it. But boy, that's good work by Rubio to do that. 15-5 after 1. KP, thoughts on that first quarter?
Well, just got to keep moving the ball around and getting, you're going to get it inside to Carly, but she's going to kick it back out, keep making those shots, and this ought to be a pretty good game tonight.
Look, I'm very impressed with what we've seen so far. 15-5. We'll step away for about 30 seconds to be right back with you. We're back here getting ready for second quarter action to get going. A little bit of an extended break. What's going on, KP, in your world?
Well, we got a little golf tournament coming up on Super Bowl Sunday. It's the Super Bowl Scramble that Joey Juan Savage puts on every year at Links on the Bayou. Starts at 12:30. Plenty of time to go to church, play golf, and watch the Super Bowl. Just call out to the pro shop, sign up. It's going to be on Super Bowl Sunday.
I think we got a
February
technical that was assessed here.
Uh-oh.
Not sure why. I didn't see it get whistled.
I didn't see it either.
First free throw up and no good. So not only will they get 2 shots, they'll get the ball to start things off here.
Yeah, I wonder, I see AD going over there. I wonder what that, that'd be interesting to find out what that is.
Second free throw is up and it's good. And that will get them the ball back.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to find out what that.
And we'll check it out at halftime and get that.
Nobody hurt. 15-6 here. Start of the second quarter.
And don't forget, like we said, boys action coming up following this one. But it's been all Menard in this. That 3 is up from the corner, and that's all that's kept Westminster in this.
That's
one.
correct. If they make those, it'll be a problem, but they're going to have to keep making them. I think that's only the second one made of the game.
Trying to answer it, and
Yes,
that'll hurt
sir.
your feelings when you work around and finally get one, and then Kaylee comes right back the other way and nails it.
Just got to be patient. Keep making 2 or 3, 4 passes and getting a wide open shot.
Again, we are 446 Sports bringing you this. Trying from the corner again. Launch is no good. Backside of it. Doug Gann alongside of KP Miles bringing you Menard Eagle basketball. Menard Eagles and Lady Eagles in action tonight in January. Boy, boy, boy.
Yep. Best month of the year to be born in, January.
I guess happy birthday is in order this month then.
Yeah, that's coming up in a couple days. The 24th to be exact. But who's counting?
Inside it goes. Carly with another basket, and again, she's just filling up the stat sheet as she does every night. I've got to believe that probably 14 of these points have been hers. I remember a couple of threes have been hit, so
Yep, I'd say
maybe 10 of these.
Yeah, 10 of them
19.
are hers for sure, and she's got 5 or 6 rebounds already with a couple of assists. And going against, like I said, a young lady that's just as big as she is, and that's probably not something she does very often.
Does
She
not
usually has a
see
size
that.
advantage.
That shot up and didn't really have a chance from the start. Wanted to foul.
This will probably get her ready for college because she's going to go to college and not have the size advantage. So this is probably a good test for her.
Look, they'll work her in when she goes and gets on campus down at Loyola in New Orleans. Part of the Red River Athletic Conference, so you'll be able to follow her a lot through her career. That shot is up, back iron, no good. Rebound controlled by Westminster, and they're off and running.
Good hustle, good contest.
Look, it's the little things like that Methvin does that makes a difference. She
That's
got
right.
in there, stopped the dribble on it, caused a little bit of misdirection, and a miss on the shot.
Didn't really, didn't foul, didn't do anything great. She just, again, got in the way, and it makes the shot a little tougher. That's what the hustle to get back there does for you.
Look, sometimes getting in the way makes all the difference on you. Back it goes to JB Sue. She's got it across the timeline and back into the half-court offense. That one knocked away. A little bit of a travel there. It's a hop step, no dribble. Back up top. That 3 is
They've
launched.
been a little
no
lenient
good.
on those
Rebound
travels in the
control.
first half.
Yep, Methvin's got it back to Sawyer. KP, what do you see in the offense with 21 back on the floor?
Well, just the ball movement and also the help handling the ball. The pass, like right there, that's 3 passes, 4 passes. It just helps to have someone else that can break the press and help you distribute the ball.
And don't take this statement out of context, but I'm okay with that miss right
Yeah,
there because
right.
they move the ball around a lot and they'll make it more than they
It's
miss.
the same
that
shot she just made
Yeah,
3 minutes ago.
That's correct. Well, that's a long 3. And that's a frustration 3 of just not wanting to go
Right.
inside, not finding anybody getting open anymore.
Yep. Yeah, if you give her 10 of those, she's going to make 5 of them.
That's right. See, well, you're seeing a Westminster team that is just kind of getting tired on defense and tired of playing defense.
Well, and they're being made to be tired on defense because of defense like that.
Yeah, there's Sawyer doing Sawyer stuff again. Jamie Sue all the way to the basket, unable to get that to fall. And Westminster backing off the other way.
Just making them work hard on offense. They're making Sawyer and Jamie Sue together make them work hard on offense, make it harder to get the open shot. They're just doing a good job of that.
Ava Wright with her first action down on the floor. Ava Kate Wright, I believe. Inside it goes, and again, when you're going to take that position, I don't care really who you are unless you're Caroline Bradley.
And here's the other thing. This young lady here for Westminster, I would say
are you kidding me?
She's at least an inch, maybe 2 inches taller than Carly.
Right.
But once you get down on that block, you're done. She's going to score. And again, you can be bigger than her. It doesn't matter. She's going to score on you from that block.
Inside it goes, and look, that's the perfect position. Now, throw it down. She put the top gun on her right there, put the brakes on. There's Ava with the steal. How about that, Ava Wright getting into the score column there with a steal. Carly back to the basket.
Good,
she's
strong
fouled.
take.
She'll go shoot too.
Well, Menard is doing tonight what Pitkin did to them the other night. They're making them work. They're pressing them. They're getting them tired. And this is turning into a game that we probably may not have expected.
You know, one of the things that we'll look at over there too is the bench play. So you got 3 girls on the bench for Westminster. One is an extra one. The fourth is in a knee brace and not playing on crutches. But you've got 8 on the bench for Menard, and that makes a big difference when you're able to sub in 2 or 3.
Correct, especially if you're going to press. Because you're going to press like this, you're going to get tired.
There's
Another
Carly
steal.
again with the steal. Good little dish.
Great pass. Great pass.
How about the give and go? Good looking assist there.
The key to that, though, Doug, is that Carly gave it up first. She gives it up, she gets it back. That's the key to that. If you hold on to it, it makes it tougher. She gave that up, got it right back.
And that's one of those drills you work, since upwards.
Right.
Running without the ball.
Yep.
Starting to wind a little clock now unless they get a steal. I think that pressure has backed off just a bit. Oh, inside they go. Ava to the basket, and she's got it. That'll make the highlight reel, I promise you. Shot is launched top of the backboard, and that will be a stoppage of play. Yeah, great round of applause. Ava's getting good minutes in there tonight.
You can just see the defensive energy and everything is a little bit different with Sawyer in the game.
Yeah, and you can see kind of the energy has been zapped out of this Westminster team.
Right.
Chargers just overpowered in this one. There's a 3 that's launched up and no good. And that's the difference when you got the rebounders down there and your guard is able to get in there and rebound that one.
Your point guard.
Inside it goes, and Carly is dead on when she's down.
Your point guard, who is the shortest young lady on the court, went in there and got that rebound between everybody.
Timeout on the floor, we'll take it with them. Don't go anywhere. Menard Lady Eagle basketball. They lead it with 2:07 to go in the third, 33-9. Back to action we go from the Eagles Nest again alongside of KP Miles, 446 Sports, bringing you the lighted up digital advertising game of the week, and it's been all Lady Eagles thus far in this one, KP.
Yeah, that press has been hard to break for Westminster, and when they've broken it, they haven't got very good shots.
Turn around there, and Carly's going to be whistled for the foul. The Crusaders of Westminster, I think I called them the Chargers earlier, yeah, Crusaders of Westminster are out of that Lafayette side of it. Had a good program that's down there. Still first year, I think they just made varsity football this year. Anyway, so it's a school that's growing just like all of those Lafayette schools.
That whole area, Doug. I mean, I used to live there 20 years ago, 25 years ago. It's continued to grow since I've left. It's just unbelievable, the growth down there.
Shot is up and it's good, and 33-10 now in this one as we wind down. A minute 48 to go here in the third. Sawyer with a good dish, but I don't think Rubio was ready for that one. Ava coming out, but great work by Ava, and she'll get a great round of applause as she comes off. She goes to the bench with Carly. And so you swap in two players, and another steal is there. Jamie Sue gets that one. Sawyer working the ball around. Back. Shot is up, and it's good. Maddie Roy with the basket.
Great example
And
right there.
it's good to see her, KP, make that mid-range shot, because she was having trouble with that in the Pitkin game.
She was, and they kept giving it to her, and she struggled a little bit, but you notice that was the fourth, fifth pass of that possession. Yep. When you go out and make those passes, you're going to get easy shots.
Look, and she just knocked it down as well. There's nothing but net. Sawyer set the inbounds from underneath, gets it out to Kaylee up top. Spun around, Sawyer from three. Three ball, corner pocket, Sawyer Shelton. Good pressure again, this time able to get around it. Well, that's where some of those turnovers come too, is when they turn around, trying to spin away, and then that backside help is there.
Exactly, and with their limited bench, it looks like they're not full strength tonight. That's just going to wear on them in the second half. They're going to get tired.
Well, we saw you trying it from the other side, this time unable to get that to fall. Kaylee Methvin trying to get it down. She'll step back and shoot a three. Bounces, no shooter's touch. Rebound controlled. But
rebound controlled.
They're going to whistle the foul on Sawyer there, and that will get Kylie Mott up and into the game.
Sawyer's number 10.
What's that?
Number 10?
No, 21 is Sawyer. Mia Rubio is 10.
Well, she just got the rebound off the miss, and that's pretty impressive. She's not the tallest young lady, so that's hustle and toughness.
And that's what you see out of these young ladies. It's just they go to the basketball. There's a good block inside by Maddie Roy. Got her a basket and a block. Now she's having a pretty good one.
Absolutely.
See, that's the difference. You see how they front the basketball, Menard does, and that's not what's going on down on the other end, and it's causing chaos.
Yep. There we go.
Off the hands and out of bounds, and it will go with 8.3 remaining. Should be the final possession now for this one. 7, 6, and 5. Quickly down the floor. That shot is up and off the glass, no good from Mott. 0.6. .38-10 final seconds here in just the first half, and a 38-10 going into the half. Halftime, 10 minutes. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Menard Eagle basketball on 446 Sports. Got back
Sweet.
a little early in this one, so they'll get it going here. Methvin set to inbounds on the near side, and they'll be moving right to left now. 38-10, just getting things going in the third.
Third quarter there.
Swung around to the top, and that shot is launched.
Short.
Follows her
Save.
shot.
Great
Oh,
save there.
Great work by Carly Menard. That one off and no good. And what you want to see is Menard come out and stretch this thing out. It sits at 28 now. If you can go ahead and get that 7-point run, there's a shot just inside the 3-point line, no good. It's kind of way things started out in the first. Not a lot of scoring. Long range 3 up and no good.
Just got to be patient, move the ball around, and get those easy shots again, and get this thing up to. You keep getting wide open shots like that, though. You got to take them. Good drive there.
Foul. That will send. Let me see if that's Rubio. We'll go to the line to
number
shoot
10.
2 of those. And again, we tell you to get it to that 35-point mark. That gets the clock running, and just gets the game out of you. You're not trying to run anything up or do anything else. You just want to get it and get it in the books.
That's right.
First free throw is up, and it's good.
Good to see Mia take the ball to the hole there, not scared to go against the bigger player and score the points and make both free throws.
Both free throws up, and it's good. And it's a 30-point margin here in this one. Near steal again. But looks like Westminster worked on the offensive fouls, wasn't it? Just saying, it looked like they had worked on the
a little moving
press break
screen
a little
there.
bit. So, KP, you got an update on the book and what the technical foul
Yeah, there was a misprint on the book. There was one player listed as one number and the other. Talked to the official at halftime and just had a little miscue and got it straightened out.
Had 2 number 5s listed instead of number 3.
That's right.
Spun around.
Technical
now.
difficulties.
Yes, we all experience them. Back outside, Jamie Sue's got it. Now down low. That one really didn't have
Good
a shot.
rebound from Carly. Another shot.
Still no good. Carly just
loading those rebounds up.
That's right.
And being unselfish, kicking that ball out. She's had several attempts or opportunities to take shots she hadn't taken. Trying to get her teammates involved.
Sawyer's going to take it to the basket. That running one-hander, no good. Rebound, pulled
Another
down
rebound.
Again.
Bang.
That shot is up and it's good.
Must have been a 2-pointer.
They have, it looks like they've marked it as a 2. He may have had a foot on the line.
Right. Very unselfish there from Carly. She probably had 4 rebounds on that possession. Kicked them out to her teammates trying to get them involved and get them shots.
There's another steal on the far side. Mia's got that one. Across the timeline she goes, near Carey. But you won't hear a lot of things being whistled here late. Good Euro step there into the basket, and it goes. Good crowd in here tonight. A lot of folks starting to make their way in for that boys game. There's another one that's up, and it's good. And that one kicked away, kicked off the feet of either Mia or Sawyer, and it will be off to Westminster. And the Crusaders have it. 5:14 to go in the third.
Continuing the pressure here, which is good. Like to see that. Near turnover there.
And there she goes. That is
Sawyer.
classic Sawyer Shelton. All the way down to Jamie Sue, and she's got it. And that is exactly what you expect to see
Out of those two.
And that's exactly. They've been doing that
Another
for a lot of
turnover.
years.
Jamie Sue just hustling. Playing hard, great pass.
Yeah, wow. That is good. And now it's almost like they were pressing a little bit in that first minute or two.
Yep.
That one bangs around, no good. Rebound is controlled by Mia, and off and racing and beating everyone down the floor. She'll shoot this one, and it's up and it's good, and that'll get the clock running for the duration.
Yep.
This final 12-16 will go off in just about that much time. It'll only stop for a timeout and the quarter change now.
Good hustle there from Sawyer.
4 minutes even remaining.
She looks like she's missed a couple games. She's got a little extra energy and ready to be back here and playing basketball.
Well, that's one of the things that you were concerned about is would she be tired from that injury? Would she be able to, from that sickness, or would she be able to get back in? Methvin comes back out and Ava Wright makes her way back in. Had a good steal when she was in early and at a basket. And that one thrown all the way across court. Rubio will let it go out of bounds. And this is, we'll be able to talk to Coach a little bit about it, and it's just going to, you got to be pleased with the way that things went for him.
Right.
That one up and in again. And Katie, since they stopped trying to score and trying to get that extra 7 points, they've got back in the flow and started doing well with it.
Just started to do the things that made us successful in the first half, and if you're just patient, and of course that's the hardest thing for all of us to do in life, whether you're their age or our age, just be patient.
That's correct.
And things will come, good things will come to you. So it's nice to see them get back in the rhythm and get this game set the way it should be.
Don't forget, our 2026 high school softball previews are underway. Have a good couple of them going tonight. They'll go at, let me see what time it is, at 7:30 and at 8 o'clock. We will have those. They'll pop up on our YouTube page and our Facebook page, so make sure that you keep an eye out on those. We
Got
did
the people back at the production studio doing those for you?
6 of them a week. Yep, they'll fire them off and run them. They sure will. Now, it's hard catching up with these coaches, and so we tape these interviews early in the morning, and we're about 25 in right now. Our goal was to do 100 schools this season. Next season, we're going to try and do all of them, but this year our goal is 100, and we're a quarter of the way there right now. We also will begin our coverage of Red River Athletic Conference softball. That's the one that LSUA and LCU play in, if you're wondering. KP, I know you'll remember when Southeastern beat LSU in the regional in softball last year. The little girl that pitched for Southeastern is now on campus at LSUA. That 3 is up and it's good. And so she will be the key pitcher for the Generals this season, who are one of the favorites to win the World Series this year.
Yeah, they got a good squad out there. One of their coaches is a golfing buddy of mine, Brandon Hagan.
Not a bad one either.
No, he's pretty good actually.
That 3 ball is up and it's good. Top of the key. 2.5 remaining here.
A 1-3-1 zone here.
The smallness of this gym allows you to hear all of the oh, goodness gracious, that was after the whistle, but I think just a little bit of a trip there, and checking on Carly. She's up and she's good.
Yeah, that don't happen to her very often.
No, both players I think come up, but it was after the whistle, so
yep, wasn't intentional.
I think she is relaxed.
Yep. It's good to see Carly going against the young lady who's got some size with her, and how she's worked hard to get in position and get the ball where she wanted it in the paint.
And 3 is up and it's no good. Team rebound defensive, and it will go over to the Lady Eagles. Boys are set to follow. We tentatively set around 7:15, but it looks like it may be around 7:20, 7:25 or so before they get that one going.
Good patience there.
Yeah,
working to try to get the right shot.
Well, in this is where you normally see a team running the clock down. There's Ava looking for another basket, no good there.
Good rebound there from Carly.
Yep.
Tough rebound.
Jamie Sue from downtown, front iron, that one no good. Rebound controlled out by the Crusaders, and they're off and going. I expect you'll probably see this starting group out there for the last minute or so of this one, and you'll start seeing some of those younger girls get in, as there was not a JV game in the girls.
Right. Yeah, I don't think that looks like they're a little short-handed tonight, Westminster, so I'm sure they're probably ready to get this. I see this clock still running.
Mia Rubio comes off, and she's had a pretty good game herself in this one. Final 19 seconds here in the third. All Menard in this one. You see that on our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. Good head fake. Shot up and no good. Carly, somebody got a hold of her hair back there.
Yeah. Took the
little ponytail holder out, and that will do it for 3/4 of play in the books. Back in about a minute on 446 Sports. Back for the fourth period in this one, and once they trigger it in, it won't stop again unless there's a timeout. And I don't know of a reason that they would call a timeout.
Sawyer for 3.
Sawyer, boy, that one was off when she hit, and there's a travel. But had she not, that was a big block on a pass.
Yeah. Once again, still playing hard in the fourth quarter, up a bunch of points.
That one was blocked. Carly, the wherewithal to kick that back out. She'll go up this time, and now the result is 2 free throws here.
Well, she kicks it out. She goes back and repost, gets a better position, and now she's at the line. That's what you do when you're Carly Menard. That's how you play the game.
Yeah, Menard has been so solid. Like we said, this is the 5th year that we've seen her play, and she's played with that kind of consistency, and has built her career and her resume. And that's what's got her on play into the NAIA level.
Yep.
Second free throw is up, and it's good. The Crusaders took a minute to get somebody in to get the ball in, but we're off and going now. Cross-court pass, it goes, and it's difficult, and there's the second steal from Wright. He gets that one dished out. Good work by Ava.
Good move there. Good move there.
Kind of thought we would see some of the
I
younger
think we will
kiddos
here in a minute,
by
but
now.
I thought we'd by now for sure.
But again, you've got district right around the corner. You've got to get 4/4 of endurance out of your girls, too.
Yeah.
Up and in. And Carly wasn't even facing the basket at that time.
Nope.
Goodness gracious. 5:45 remains in this one. Been all Eagles from the start. They lead it by 41 now. And this is just, unfortunately, KP, a Crusaders team that is fatigued and outmatched, and that's a tough combination.
It is, absolutely. When you're tired and you just don't have the manpower to keep up, you know, Menard's done a good job of working this game and getting them tired. It looks like we're fixing to get a substitution coming in with some of the subs.
When you see the shooting jersey start to come off, that's a good indicator that that they're coming.
Right.
Inbounds there, now spun around. Sawyer's got it back up top. Jamie Sue, good dribbling. Sawyer will fire away this one again and misses that one, and frustrated with that. She's missed long, she's missed left, and that one was short now.
Yeah, I'm sure. I think she was probably at least 14 days, 15 days, according to her mom, from not being able to do much at all, being sick. So I'm sure it's going to take a little while to get back in the flow of things.
But what doesn't stop on her is her
defense
mind
and that hustle.
her instinct.
Yep. Defense and hustle is not coachable. That's got to be it.
Jumping in is Maddie Roy with the steal, and she's fouled on that. That's the third team foul.
Watched an interview one time with Coach Oriyama at Connecticut. He said there's two things I will not coach: hustle and attitude. I will not coach either one of those.
You're supposed to have that.
Yep. And these girls do.
Shot is up off the top of the backboard. There's a good looking rebound up and no good.
.56-15 here. Menard with the ball.
Final 3:22. That shot launched from the corner, and Kaylee's got another one there. Kaylee Methvin pulls that one in. And again, troubles with getting the ball in down there as the clock runs off some time. You're not going to see anything called down there on that unless it's really, really over the 5 seconds.
Right.
Don't forget, coming up about 10 minutes, there's a steal off to the far side of it.
Great pass.
Down the floor goes to Jamie Sue. She's got it. That would finish that one. Final 2:45 here from the Eagles Nest. It's been all Lady Eagles in this one. Big night for really every one of the 5 starters. Jumping into the lane there. Kaylee with the steal and the score, and that's going to get wholesale changes now.
Yep.
On the
New
floor.
5 coming in. Great job, girls.
Starters will come out now. And there was a timeout KP taken, so that's the only thing that'll slow it down.
Yeah, we back here Friday night for Menard and Rapides.
Should be a great one.
Yep. Rapides coming in. See ya.
Be a lot more crowded in here as that Rapides team brings a lot of folks in here with them.
Yep.
Westminster just up the road from Lafayette. So not a long trip up here. We make it a couple times a week still. Love getting down there into the Acadiana area. Clock starts again. We're in the 4th, 2:17 and counting. Final 2 minutes set to run off, and I told you it won't make 7:15, but it very well is going to be close to it. So what we'll do is stop the audio on our broadcast. We won't switch off and start a new broadcast. We'll keep it on this one. Shot is up there, bangs around, and no good. And a foul is whistled, and 2 free throws will eat up a lot of that clock.
Yeah. One of the best rules the OHSAA changed, not only here in basketball, they've got some new ones in baseball as well. We'll be going over when we start our baseball broadcast. I've been looking up those to educate everybody on the new ones there too.
So they called her on the floor, so there's no free throws. That is Reese Angel that got that one, and I guess y'all aren't watching anything. There you go. Spun around, yeah. I'm looking in the book to get a name, and y'all are looking at the empty floor. That one knocked away. Coming up on that final minute of play here, KP, it's just been all Lady Eagles gosh, it was 8-2 to start.
It has been. It's been a good effort to come out and get some positive things in the books, and looking forward to a good game Friday night with Rapides now.
And that will be a battle. You can believe it's going to be just scrappy the entire way.
Yeah, I don't know about the Rapides girls. The Rapides boys are coached by Travis Broussard. I'm sure they're coached well. Solid team. Will be a fun game to do.
Final 30 seconds on there. That one knocked away, and a steal out near mid-court. Three is launched up and no good. Angel pulls down the board once again, trying the other three this time, and Wright is just going to let it bounce out. And that they're trying to get a final half-court buzzer-beating attempt here. Won't go, but that's your ball game. And we can't get that one, so we'll go take a look at this one. 63-17, your final score. KP, once again, it was Carly Menard early and often in there before the outside shooting really picked up.
Yeah, they played their game inside and out. Carly got the position she wanted and had another productive night.
She did. Glad to see the presence of Sawyer back in there. Kaylee started hitting the ball. Really impressed with Jamie Sue tonight. She did well. Maddie improved her game from last game to this one, and that's certainly what you want to see also.
Absolutely.
KP, that's going to do it from here. Final score went away 63-17.
63-17.
63-17. Boys action coming up in about 10 minutes, and what do you know? We are going to make that 7:15 mark.
There we go.
Audio is going to go away. We'll be back with you soon. And welcome back, basketball fans. It is the second half of the lighted up digital advertising game of the week. HSM Lady Eagles with a big win over Westminster Crusaders. And now it's time for Menard Eagle basketball. They'll take on the Crusaders of Westminster as well. And that's the only problem, is having to restart the scoreboard and go all the way. I am
We're going to get it.
Alongside of KP Miles, and we are 446 Sports, and delighted to bring you Menard Eagle basketball on a Monday night. We will visit with Coach Craig Whittington at halftime of the boys game, and so we're excited to have him up here and talking about that. Boys had a rough couple of games down in Lafayette, their last go around, but they had some opponents that they were playing in that one. It was a rough night for them in the Turlings Catholic Round Ball Classic that Alexandria Senior High incidentally won.
Yeah, there was some teams down there. I watched a lot of that. There was some good basketball down there.
You see what you're seeing? So Baylor Smith is out there at the start.
Yep, same
McCartney is
five.
starting. Foster is starting. I do see Gage Wright, so it's not the same starting five by any means.
You're
also
right.
out there is Capel.
Yep,
Capel.
you're right.
So
McCartney's number 11. Yep.
He has went young except for Gage Grant, who will play at center. And so we are underway, ready to tip things off, and here we go.
We've been waiting to see this, Doug. We thought it might happen before now, but here it is.
Foster's got it, and McCartney's going to run the point tonight in this one. It's going to make for a pretty dynamic crew that comes off of the bench as well. There's Baylor going to the basket. He'll kick it around to Gage inside. So you've got guards and Gage. That one no good. Unable to get that to fall. And a rebound pulled down by the Crusaders.
Yeah, rather than that second five coming in, that second five is going to be a little bit different tonight.
Yep, but I still think he employs the same full five switch.
Yep.
Shot is up there, bangs back iron and no good. Rebound pulled down, and this is one thing that you'll find is this group will run the floor. Unable to get that one to fall. And this is just earning time through practice and games and the time that you're in there.
That's right. We thought this was coming, and
At three is launched. Yep. And just keep the rebound alive there and let one of your guards go in there and get it, and they settle into a half-court offense. McCartney now trying to go back door to Baylor Smith, and that goes off his legs and out of bounds.
Starting off in a full court press here, a little 1-3-1 full court press.
Getting a little camera time for our man Marshall Leffler down on the floor. You see him on the baseline right under that, and that's where our highlight videos come from. Three is up and it's no good. Still scoreless. Long pass down the far side, and that first basket is up and it's good.
Break the press in the middle right there.
Foster, we've seen one of the scrappier players on this team. Capel going to go to the basket himself, and
yeah, after the game Foster had the other night, he earned his start for sure.
I don't know though if what's happening is that this Westminster team is full strength right now, where we've seen that one.
Great effort there by Gage.
Yeah.
That's just a tough effort rebound right there.
Quickly down the floor go the
Great
Eagles.
pass.
They've got to start making those shots.
And they will. They'll fall.
They're 0 for 4 from the field early on in this one. Just a couple of minutes gone by in this one. 5:30 to go. Three ball. Corner pocket up, and it's good. And it's a 5-0 lead for the Crusaders.
Right there.
Back down the floor. They go the other way. Gage inside now, and that one off of McCartney. He's going to get whistled for a travel. No, that's not McCartney. Sorry about that. That's Capel. Remy Capel there. back the other way. Gage able to stop the dribble, but unable to control it, and that gets another basket, and it's a 7-0 lead for Westminster in this one. Chappelle slips down, able to get it back up top to McCartney. A little twist pass inside. That one no good as well. You got to see Carbo get
timeout here
from
Coach Briggs.
Went and got that pretty quick, and
yep.
don't be surprised if you see changes and you get a Procell back in there, and you start to get a Sam Langley back in and those guys.
Well, making a change in the lineup like this after all these games starting is going to take a little getting used to, a little adjustment. But yeah, I think if they make some open shots they've had, this is not near as bad a game.
There's a look at our man Marshall, hard at work over there, or something going on over there. Brings you a lot of the great videos that you see of late on 446 Sports, and so we appreciate the work of Marshall. Takes a lot of folks to keep bringing this to you, and we're blessed to have each and every one of them a part of what we do here at 446 Sports. 9-0, and let's check. Same 5 on the floor. That one kicked around. Baylor is going to corral it out near the midcourt line. Back it goes. Good looking. Wow, just cannot buy a bucket. And there's not anything you can do about that because they've had point blank looks.
This could easily be a 9-6 game. Very easy.
Shots that have just rolled out. That one bangs around.
Rebound,
no good. Gage tips it away and controlled. There's going to be a traveler's whistle there, yep. You will see Peyton Purcell get up and off the bench, and he'll
come in for Foster.
Yep.
Give you a little scoring, a little size to help Gage down there on the boards.
Well, and you see instantly he goes down there to the big man, and that allows Peyton to kind of just settle into the middle of that zone. Far side it goes. Very, very patient offense. Long range three, his shot bangs around. And there's McCartney that pulls that one down.
Good move from McCartney.
Before the foul, though.
Yep, on the floor.
Yeah, on the floor, so no basket before the shot. Gage trying to get some points on the board, but I'm telling you, you're going to start having to hit. You're going to have to hit the shots because it is difficult to get inside that zone.
Yeah, they're going to have to just hit some open shots and open that zone up a little bit.
.318 to go. Gage Wright trying to end this scoring drought that has went 5 minutes now to start things off. That young man tweaks a little ankle just as soon as he gets in there. Of course, I want to thank our friends at Light It Up Digital Advertising for helping bring this one to you. 3 seconds in the lane. And look, that's because that sore ankle, he wasn't wanting to go anywhere with it.
Right.
And you'll
see him. You just got to settle down. You're
3 possessions is all
that's
you
right.
got. 3
that's
threes
it.
away. And
that's
you've
right.
got some kids out there that can shoot the ball.
Yeah, just settle down, get you a couple buckets, get a stop, and you're right back in this. It could be a lot worse than 9-0.
Like to see Peyton get loose on one and get hot over there. Anybody really, but Peyton is a difference maker. Again, trying
Good
that backdoor
there.
entry pass. Capel will snap that one in, and there's a little bit of a travel, but no call. Hop, step, jump up, no good.
Another one. Point blank.
I think the size of Langley would make a little bit of a difference in there as the rebounding goes. The Eagles have went the first 6 minutes, KP, and without a basket.
Yeah, like I said, this is 9-0. Could easily be 15. So
Good
gotta
news
look at the
is
positive.
you've only given up 9 points. Bad news is you hadn't put a basket in.
That's right.
Long range shot is up, no good. Rebound controlled by Peyton. He's got it, and it'll go back to Capel. And back down the floor the other way go the Eagles. 3-ball corner pocket up, and it's good, and there's McCartney. And that's how you want to get this going now, just a 2-possession game. First points come at a minute 48 in the first.
I'd have lost the over-under on that for sure.
Indeed. Iron unkind, and that one comes off, and the Eagles showing some momentum. And KP, this is what we talked about. They were only down 3 possessions.
That's right.
Hit a 3.
Get a good shot here.
You've got some shooters. Good job. Oh, that one is nearly stolen away. Baylor's going to go to the basket. Unable to get
good
that
rebound,
one to
Gage.
You're not going to be able to cross court that one tonight. 3-ball corner pocket up. That one is money. 12-3. Under a minute remains in this one. 55 seconds to be exact. That one blocked from behind. Baylor had a great idea as he gets past everybody and goes to the basket. Here comes Langley and Matthew Hicks with 43, and they'll replace.
Good aggressive take to the hole there for Baylor.
Baylor engaged. So still keeping McCartney, keeping Capel out there. But you've got Procella, and this is that mixture of what we wanted to see.
Yep.
Top of the key for 3. That one's up, and it's money. Peyton Procell gets that one to fall. And look, when he gets hot and gets going, that's it. Lead back to 6.
Good.
Final 21 seconds, and Westminster content to back that out.
Got to get a stop right here.
Well, we've seen too many teams get into a slowdown and save for the last shot and then not get a good one off. That one's a 2.
He just made it.
That's a 2, though.
Very
on the line.
Yep.
No good there, and an 8-point lead into the break, or into the end of the first. But KP, pretty good on those last couple of threes by the Eagles.
Well, I think if you'd have started the game and told Coach Briggs you're going to score 6 points in the first quarter and only be down 8,
he'd
probably be pretty happy with that.
Yes.
Yeah. So nothing to panic about. Just got to get some good shots and knock them down.
There you have it. Menard and Westminster in the house tonight. Let's step away from the mic for just a minute. We start the second here from the Eagles' Nest. Westminster, the Crusaders out of Lafayette, lead this one 14-6. A couple of more subs in now. First time we've seen Reese Smith. That shot is up and no good. We also see Fritz Garganta has made it into the game also. So again, a lot of mixture in there that we didn't see earlier.
That's right. We've seen it 5 and then substitute 5, and now Coach Briggs has decided to try something different. Let's see how this lineup here works out.
They'll have Smith, who we've seen get just as hot as anybody. Hicks gets that one into Langley. Smith wide open on the far side. And that's what I think they'll look for a little bit.
Yeah, Garganta's a slasher, takes the ball to the hole.
That is Hicks, able to visit with his grandfather before the girls' game. So good to talk a little basketball, baseball, football, and everything.
Good rebound
There's
there from
Langley, and
Sam.
that's the difference maker that we talked about.
That's
if
right.
you get his size in there and get some of these rebounds, there's Garganta with a steal.
Got to take advantage of his size for sure.
There goes Langley, kicks it out. Smith will take that one. Oh, he steps up, fires that one in, and that's a bucket. And there's
Quick timeout here from
full
Westminster.
timeout, yeah.
That's what we talked about, Doug. Got a couple possessions, good shots, right back into a 4-point game.
Well, and so here's what we talked about. The last 2 or 3 Menard games that we did, you saw the two different. You saw the older group that was there with Procell, and then you saw that younger group come in. And we said, hey, what would happen if you kind of mix that up a little bit and put some old with some young and young with some old? And Carbo said, yeah, that's what he's thinking about trying. And you're seeing it. And once they get the chemistry and the mesh going on
That's
there,
right.
well, what was a 9-0 lead is now a 10-5 run for the Eagles.
That's right. You just got to take a few possessions to get used to that. Those 5 guys were used to playing with the other 5 guys. Now they're mixing it up. It should be an interesting second quarter here.
7:01 remains until halftime. Don't forget, we told you we'd talk to Coach Whittington at halftime just a little bit. Good pressure, but able to get down the floor. And there's
Good defense there from Peyton Procell.
All the way down the floor from Peyton. Inside it goes. Now kicked around. That shot is up. Bangs front iron. Procell trying to follow his shot and is going to get whistled for the foul.
But good follower there from Peyton. He didn't.
Oh, you got to do that, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't just shoot it and watch it. He followed it, which is what he's coached to do. Good job.
Good pressure now from the Eagles. They've kind of went full court with this trap now. And it forces a turnover inside the Hicks. It goes. Hicks able to pay it off. And it is a 2-point game here at the Eagles' nest. All the way across the floor to where we are. And a foul is there and whistled.
This team's put a little pressure on them, picked them up full court. Now we're in a 2-point game.
And again, a 12-5 run for the Eagles after that first little dry spell to start the game where they went down 9-0. Westminster content to kind of kick it out just a little bit too, but that's a turnover, and that zone is paying dividends.
Great move there from Gargano.
Fritz just forced that foul. He found out he was underneath and couldn't really do a lot out of it, and instead gets a trip to the free throw line.
He was aggressive, took it up strong, got the foul. Two free throws here will tie this ball game up.
Look, it's that's what is the great thing about basketball. It's just a game of runs.
I mean, we're 2 minutes into the second quarter, and it's fixing to be 14-14. Because I'm gonna talk him into making this one.
Don't announce it, jinx him now. Second one bangs off the back iron. Good. There's look going nearly a held ball. Following that. Long three is launched from the top, and it's good. And that's a 4-point margin now for the Crusaders. Oh, they were basket. And you talked about Gargano being a slasher, and he did just that.
Yep, the defender can't stay in front of him. Close out.
Look, this Crusaders team it will take an open shot. It's like the old Celtic breaks. They just stop at the 3-point line and fire away.
Yep, and they rebound the ball well.
Yes.
So,
yeah, that 2 points there on the putback. If you're going to shoot the threes, you better have somebody in there because 30% is a good percentage from beyond the arc.
Absolutely.
Reese Smith has not really been comfortable getting a shot off. He works that one inside to Langley, who just muscles his way around and gets the basket. And very impressed with the work of Sam Langley there. 4:46 remaining until halftime.
Yeah, he has come out aggressive in this game. Very aggressive in this game. Good to see Sam bringing that aggression.
Reese Smith whistled for the foul. And that'll bring a couple of free throws up. We got it tied, nearly tied. We're a point away. Misses the first one, and that's the free throws may pay a pretty big dividend in this game. We've seen the Crusaders not hit a lot of them.
And nothing drive a coach crazy worse than free throws.
Yeah, just one foul by the Crusaders, though. That was the shooting foul earlier. And second free throw up, and it's good, 20-17. Still a one-possession ball game. Back to the Procell, who has a 3 on the day. Again, this is our lighted up digital advertising, and that is a 3 ball from downtown. And now we are knotted.
Knotted up.
First time in the ball game tied since 0-0. Far side he goes. Well, Westminster has, each time that Menard's gotten back, they've been right down and tried to answer with a 3. Doesn't do it this time, but again, an offensive rebound, and a couple of them now down low. Still unable to get it to fall, and that one's going to go out of bounds. We'll stay with the Crusaders with 3:46 to go. And it started out 9-0. You were worried about that?
Yeah, I was trying to point this way, see if that would help the official, but it didn't. 9-0, and now we're tied up at 20. What a great start to the second quarter here from Menard.
They won't come to us for video review. That 3 is launched, and it's good. So I say, this Crusaders team will shoot the 3 in bunches, trying to answer for it. That one up and no good from Remy. Inside, there's Langley.
Great job, Sam.
And the addition of Langley down low has made a big difference in this one. Back down the floor go the Crusaders. Corner 3 is up and launched. No good. Another offensive rebound. And that's where the Eagles are getting dominated, is that offensive board.
Yep. Good box out there from the Westminster young man.
Baylor Smith launches one, unable to get that to fall. Back to the top, firing away. That one is nothing but net, and quickly a 6-0 run.
Yep.
Spun around there. Baylor launches. Baylor unable to get that one to fall. Rebound control, one and done for the Eagles. Back down the floor they go, and near foul. Good defensive work. Eagles come out of it down low. Garganta will slow it down, stutter step a little bit. And now go baseline to the basket. Oh, good.
Great
behind
pass.
the back pass.
Wide
There's a
open.
3 that's launched up, and it's good. Downtown for Baylor Smith. This Crusaders team shooting the lights out.
Yeah, and they're shooting it from 6 feet behind the line, too.
Yeah. It's not a question. You don't have to look at it and say, is it a 2 or a 3? Trying to answer the other way, and that just airs that one out. But a foul is going to be whistled on Langley.
Yeah, these last couple threes from the Crusaders have not been foots on the line for sure.
No, not at all. Gage Wright checking back in, along with Blake Foster. Part of that group that started in this.
Picking up again full court here.
Final 134 here. And look, KP, I'm going to tell you, for the way the Crusaders have been shooting, to just be, wow, well, a 6-point game now. Make it 9.
Yeah.
Because they have just been lights out from way beyond the arc here. I don't think you can get in that shootout with them, though. You've got to find a way to get some stops.
Good drive, Gage.
And do that and go to the basket.
That's right. Yeah, they've hit 3 in a row now that are 4 or 5 feet behind the line. you got to tip your cap and say, hey, good shot.
From all sides of the floor, too. It's not like it's just right in one spot or not.
That's right.
Largest lead of the day is 9, and this is when it started. They get under that with a free throw. And this, I think, is going to play big dividends in this game tonight if the Eagles can make their free throws, because they've got to dribble penetrate.
That's right. Got to take the ball to the hole and get fouled and knock these free throws down.
Penetration and rebounding is what's got to be there. And there's both free throws made from Gage, right? Over into the corner, and now that zone extends way, way out.
Yep, you're gonna have to come out there and get them.
And this is where you got to be careful that they don't drive into the lane either. It's Gage Wright showing why he's in there. Quickly down the floor, going the distance. Baylor unable to get that one to fall. 35 seconds remain in this one.
They're going to pull it out and get a shot here.
Yeah, and they did a good job with it at the end of the first quarter. We talked about not making good shots, and they certainly did. The foul is going to be whistled, and that's the 5th one on the Eagles. So Westminster will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah.
Remember, this thing was, what, they tied it up 20-20?
20-20.
And so a 14-7 run here.
Which,
since Menard used up a lot of energy to get back in it.
That's right. And you talked about basketball as a game of runs. That's
Sure is.
That's the way basketball is. It's not like football or baseball.
Another missed free throw from the Crusaders. Second free throw up and coming, 17.3. Bounces around, shooter's touch, gets it, and it's 35-27. And you'll get Purcell and Reese Smith in, a couple of three-point shooters in
That's
there,
right.
wanting to set up and give yourself 2 or 3 shooters that are out there.
Give yourself an open shot there. That's right.
Got him, they'll bring it up. 15, plenty of time in this possession. Across the timeline it goes. Top of the key, Purcell. Mike should have taken that one. Launched at the buzzer, bangs around, no good. Still a second to go in it. And they call it, and that will be the end of the first half. We're going to step away just a moment. When we do, we'll come back. Coach Whittington will join us here right after this. Back at halftime with a victorious Lady Eagles head coach, Coach Craig Whittington. And Coach, tremendous performance by your ladies from start to finish out there today.
Yeah, we started out a little sluggish. It took us a little while to sort of get in sync. Floor spacing was there. Sawyer hadn't been there in 3 or 4 games, so it took her a little while to knock the kinks out. After 4 or 5 minutes, I could tell, we were getting in sync, and floor spacing was there, and we shot some early shots. I told them early on I didn't want to settle early. That this was a game where there could work on our outside perimeter game, but I still wanted to go inside out. So I think once we started doing that, it forced them to focus on stopping Carly inside, and then it opened it up, so we had some open looks.
And that's one of the things that we talked about the other night when Sawyer wasn't here in that Pitkin game. And I know one player doesn't make a difference, but one player made a big difference in there because the focus was down on Carly, and they'd leave everybody else alone. And if you're not making the shots, then that makes it tough.
Yes.
Sawyer's able to be a difference maker.
Yes, well, Sawyer would have allowed us to control the narrative. We could have spread them out even more because as a guard, I can sort of like same game plan we had with Buckeye. Now Buckeye came out, Pitkin They were up 12, and I said, let's see how far. And Picking wasn't coming out. They were content with a 12-point lead. But Sawyer makes a huge difference. I guess in that Picking game, that Sawyer would have been layups.
Yep.
And but it helps us down the road because it develops players that's going to have to give us minutes, and going forward.
Well,
so
tonight it was a complete effort too, because Kaylee was making her shot. Jamie Sue had a tremendous game in there as well. Maddie played well. Rubio did the same, and it was just a great effort all around.
Yeah, and we were able to work on our press game.
Right.
When we spread teams out, and we hadn't had anybody play us a zone in probably a month and a half. Everybody's played man, and they've double Carly, triple Carly. So tonight we were able to work on some things that we hadn't been able to work on all during the holidays. I was proud of my little young kid, Ava. She came and gave me some minutes.
Look, that was so great. The ovation she got, not only from the crowd, but from the players on the bench with her too. It was great to see.
She's not afraid. In practice, she'll come in and you leave her open, and she'll let it fly. And I told her tonight, I said, you're gonna get some minutes today. We're gonna see what you can do. And I was impressed. And if I can get 4, 5, 6 minutes between, from our bench, just to give, and that's what was so hard when we were without Sawyer. I was, people that not accustomed to playing as many minutes was having to take on, minutes that they hadn't had all season. So.
She looked like she was probably about 90%. I don't know that she's really full speed, but I like the effort. I'll take 90% of Sawyer Shelton any day of the week.
Any day. Yeah, I told her, I said I was so happy to see that red hair come in that gym tonight, and it just it allows our, we're not a bad pressing team, but fatigue and depth, I'm limited when I can do it, because if we start out 2 or 3 fouls early, then we're handicapped from the get-go. So we got to pick and choose. Normally, we try to cut the game in half, and that if we can get to halftime with nobody in foul trouble, and then that opens up. If we need to press, we can. If we want to make it a half-court game, we have that option as well. So,
what is a game like this? And final score notwithstanding, but the continuity of your team tonight, what does that do as you get ready for that playoff push and that district slate?
It gives us a lot of confidence going in the district. We've had a very tough schedule the last month and a half. Yeah. We played, really from the get-go, we played Anacoco. They're number 5 or 6 in
I think
Class
the first
B.
2 losses through about 12 games were Anacoco.
And then we had Buckeye. And that was without Sawyer. Then we had Pickin. Then we had St. Louis.
Shelton.
St. Louis in the Elton tournament, it was an average team.
Right.
Well, Hamilton Christian, their program banded.
That's right.
And they were going to be the number 2 team in Division 4.
Right.
Where those kids went to, guess where? St. Louis the day we played them.
Yeah.
So we're battle tested. And tonight gave us a little confidence to play. It allowed my bench to play some tonight. And
what does district look like for you? What are you looking at there? Because I believe the team that you've got here should make as good a run towards the district championship as you have in the past.
Yes, the only difference in this team is depth, flu bug. It's like coaching with eggshells, because anything, we're reliant on 5 playing a lot of minutes.
That's right.
So one of them, you have an instance where Sawyer, Carly, early foul trouble could change.
Yep.
If we're healthy and things go well during the game, we're capable of beating everybody in our district. I want them looking at one game at a time. Right now we're focused on Rapides, what we need to do to beat Rapides. But look, going ahead, I like our chances with.
And they have played. So what's we followed the program for a long time, and you've seen Carly and Sawyer and Jamie Sue all play as 8th graders and make their way up through all of this. Their time, you can tell that they're very seasoned.
Yes. And another thing that Sawyer, Jamie play soccer, and that season's in the middle right now.
That's
so
right.
when we need to work, like we're in the Elton tournament, they went and played 2 soccer games before we played St. Louis. So and Kaylee's their pitcher at softball. So
and Coach Turney screaming at him.
Yeah,
that's right.
So it's whereas. The years before me, when Gugi and Jessica, they basically had a senior core class that didn't do anything.
Yep, you had Abigail and you had those. That's correct.
That only played basketball. Well, Sawyer and Jamie did, but Sawyer and Jamie's role on those teams wasn't what I need them. You know,
that's
what they
correct.
have
They're
to
leading
do
the way. They're leading the way on this one.
So you know, it's interesting, but we work around it, and they. But you know, sometimes, and same thing with district. We have one district game, maybe two, where they're going to be playing soccer games. You know, and normally you want to rest their legs because we don't know if we're going to have to press or half court or you know what type of game we're going to play, because we got to sort of mix it up based on foul trouble and fatigue.
Yeah.
You know, picking the picking game. I said, hey, we don't want to run with them. Even the first four. You know, my assistant said, Coach Craig, that's as good as we can play. I said, the pace isn't where we need it to be against this team.
That's correct.
You know, they're going to be playing. We can do that a quarter with anybody, but we can't sustain that pace with what we're working with. So, you know, the Buckeye, we were able to slow it down, take Buckeye out of that game. You know, and we had an opportunity to win that game. We made a crucial turnover, and that was without Sawyer. So. But we're progressing, and you know I want to get better every game, and you know if we can find something that. And today, you know, I thought we got better after today, and hopefully we can take it one game at a time.
We've seen improvements all along. Carly's game is Carly's game. That is what it is. Yeah. But we've seen the game of Kaylee Methvin pick up. We've seen what Jamie Sue has done pick up. Mia was solid. Like I said, it was a complete total effort. Probably the best effort that we've seen. Out of it completeness-wise.
Yes. And they're starting. It's all about confidence. Early on, those players were, you know, they wanted to get it in the corner, get it out of their hands, and now they're starting to feel comfortable with, you know, with having the ball in their hands.
Coach, we appreciate you sitting in with us here at halftime, and congratulations on the big win. And we'll see y'all Friday night.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Back to action here in the third we go. Appreciate Coach Craig Whittington joining us there and talking a lot of the things. Oh, there's a good backdoor dish there. That is Remy Capel getting that basket. Quickly back the other way, and all of the threes that rained down in the first, you got back-to-back drives to the basket.
Yeah.
And that's part in that zone coming out, trying to prevent those long ones.
Good effort there.
Oh, tremendous. And now Gage is going to go to the free throw line. Saw our buddy Marshall come up here. Where did he go?
Oh, he went back down there.
Back down and back to work. Oh, I know. Yeah.
Great effort there by 24 to get that rebound and help Gage. Now we got to knock these two free throws down.
Well, Gage is going to be aggravated with himself from that.
He may hear about that one from his teamates a little bit.
Yeah, especially
considering
if they go
he made the next two.
Film.
Yeah. He made the last two pretty easily.
Front iron, no good. There, we told you that's going to be a lot of the difference in this game is free throws.
Yep.
Shot is up, no good. Rebound control. There's Baylor. Boy, they come out on Baylor. Running one-hander up and no good. Another rebound controlled.
Those will fall eventually. Those are good quality, high percentage shots.
And we've seen those fall. It's just it's been a case for a lot of unlucky missed shots, as opposed to that bounces straight up and comes in.
Yep.
Back to a 10-point lead here, 6:25 remaining in the third. That zone is just so solid. Trying to go to the basket, this one up and no good, falls away. And again, you're missing from a foot out.
Yep, we're missing the ones that they're making right now, and that's the difference in the ball game.
And that's the 10-point difference in here. What you don't need are the Crusaders to get hot right here from beyond the arc. And that's the largest lead of the game there. And it's been done inside the arc. I like what Menard's trying to do and work their way in, but
good pass there from Gage.
have to mix it all and pull it all the way back out does Foster. And now working inside it goes. Gage wanted to dip that ball in, but there were two Crusader defenders right there, and he was unable to.
See Sam come in the game along with Gargano.
That made a big difference in it last game when those two got in there. Fritz adds a lot of quickness, and Langley adds that height inside the lane.
Yep. Case in point right there with the block.
Good looking block there. Instantly paying dividends. Lob
and
inside
the floor.
It goes. And can't, again, we can't buy a bucket in this one. Again, the rim unkind to both teams.
Good pass,
dish, but unable to handle it.
Tough catch, good pass.
Yeah, and it looks just like it stayed down. I think that Baylor thought that ball was going to come up to him a little bit, and it stayed down.
Well, if you make your layups, this is a different ball game. We just got to start making the open shots we get.
Layup just there, coast to coast he goes, and now up to 14 on it with 4:20 remaining. Baylor's got to start hitting those. Misses that one long. And this run just getting bigger and bigger. It's 23-9 now since they knotted it up at 20.
Yep. Got 3 at the scorers table. Look like they're coming in.
That's Smith, Procell, and Hicks.
And Hicks.
That will make their way back in.
Got to stop this run somehow.
Still can't get a layup to fall. That's the point. You just start pulling it out and start shit. There's
Good block
with a
there.
big block. His second one, KB, since he's been in.
That's right. Great pass.
And that finally maybe
bleed.
will give him a little bit of confidence.
Good steal from McCartney.
See if he can finish this off. He's going to go to the line
and one.
It was this kind of a run that got them back in it there in that first quarter.
Correct. That's right. Look like Smith may be coming in from McCartney, so they're going to keep him.
Yeah, they hold him off.
Yep.
So Capel and Smith come off. So your 5 that's out there is Garganta, McCartney, but he'll switch. Matthew Hicks is there, Peyton Procell, Langley. What you were accustomed to that first group is really what you're seeing out there. Free throw misses. That's the way to stay in the game.
Yes. Good steal.
Garganta with a steal, and then they call Fritz on that foul, and that was tough. Looked like he.
No, it looked like he'd already stolen the ball.
Cleanly got that one before the call. That's right.
Pretty good job there from Coach Carbo keeping his composure.
3:07 remains in this one. Thought he was going to get a technical down in that Turlings tournament. He tried. He certainly worked his tail off.
effort?
Yes. Up into the basket and now back to the line. Will go the Crusaders.
Good move there from 23, taking the ball to the hole strong, drawing the foul.
10-point lead, and that's what you wanted to get it under, was that 10 points. First free throw, front iron, rolls in and is good. It's been, KP, that type of game where the shots have fallen when they've hit the rim for Westminster, and they have not for the Eagles at all.
That's correct. I mean, and then the layups that we've missed, the easy shots. This could be a little bit closer game.
Good. Yep. 12-point margin. And they said that he
Yep.
stepped on the line.
He stepped over the line.
Yep. And boy, that's just in tennis they'd call that an unforced error. And
Yes.
That's when you cannot have it. That just when things are not going well for you. It's stuff like that happens. Foul on the floor is whistled. See who they call
good
that on.
foul.
They call that on Peyton.
Yep. I believe that's
That
his
is
second.
Procell on that one. Third team foul. Out to the corner. Again, back in action Friday night as the Mustangs of Rapides come to town. Always a thrilling game.
First district game of the year, apparently, is what I was told.
Yes, that's correct. Corner three is launched. Doesn't draw anything. And on the line and going over to the Eagles. You just got to use this last 225. If you can chip it down to about 7,
Yep.
going into the fourth, and hang around, I think you're okay.
That's right.
That'll help. Doesn't get it to fall. Had a good look at it though.
Good look, just didn't fall.
Tried the little
Good defense there from Sam.
underhand scoop and didn't go, and there goes Gargantum back down the line. Fritz will pull up, shoot off the backboard, no good. And the shooting woes continue.
Yeah, we hadn't had any bounces
Oh,
go
look
our
at
way.
Reese just picks the pocket there. We'll go up and get that one to fall. So the steal and the score. Reese Smith's going to be a fun one to watch. There's an offensive foul. They're calling that defensively, and that was led with the elbow. Huh.
That's what it looks like from up here, Doug.
Fifth foul, and that's going to send them to the line. It should. That's 5. Oh, they took one off, so it is just 4. Pull-up jumper inside the arc, and you can't do a thing about that.
Nope, that's good defense and better offense. He just rose up and made that shot.
That's when you slap both hands on the floor and get back on defense.
That's right.
Langley on the lob inside to Procell. Procell turns, count the basket, and the and one coming. Minute 1 remaining here.
Great catch right there and gather from Peyton. He caught the ball, gathered himself, made a strong move, drew the foul.
I love the pass inside from Langley, too, to get it into him.
That's right. You make this free throw, it's a 9-point game with a minute left in the third quarter. You just got to...
Look, and that's, and he said, you just want, if you can get it to about 7
Yep,
and hang around going into the fourth,
that's right.
you're talking 3 possessions and you still have not shot well in
No.
3 quarters.
You would think these shots will go eventually.
And one, old school 3 from Peyton Purcell. If you can get a defensive stop here, or Garganta's trying to. You don't want to pick up a foul here because they'll go to the line and shoot from here on out. Oh, that's,
Once
yeah,
again.
that's
Great defense, better offense.
oh, such good pressure. And,
I mean, that's just a great contested shot. You know, you just got to tip your hat.
Crusaders had
Yep.
had a foul to give that, but you're talking down here, yes, very contested, but it's just 2 trips down if they're great shots.
That's right.
Hicks thought about 3, didn't really have an opening. Langley will get it back to Procell. Procell going to go to the basket. He's
On the
fouled on the
floor.
4, but that's 5.
Yep.
And so Procell should go shoot 2.
And he makes them both, and it's unsafe. It's a under 10-point lead with, we're just chipping away here. This
And-
game's not over. It's just gotta
Just
stay
gotta
in it.
get some fun. And the Eagles have not put on a run in the third.
Nope.
It's been all Westminster in it, but it's not too far out of reach. But man, you got to have free throws are crucial. Reese Smith will come into the game. got another guard. You can believe they'll try to get a steal out of him. Second free throw, back iron, no good. And Garganta does such a great job of going up and just giving an opportunity, knocking it away.
He's just active. He's active. He hustles. He's tough.
11-point margin in this one with 18 seconds to go. Well, you've got to turn that. And one. So you're going from what would have been a 9-point game to possibly a 14-point game going into the fourth.
Just that.
And that's such a big turnaround.
Yes, it is. Got to make 2 free throws down there. That'll drive a coach crazy.
You miss those 2, then you come down and commit the and one here. Misses it, but gets a rebound. That adds to the frustrations. Top of the key for 3, bangs hard off the backboard, no good. From the corner, it's launched. 3-ball, corner pocket.
You just had a gut feeling that was going in.
Yeah, but he turns around and gives it to his own fans there.
2 offensive rebounds there.
8 minutes remaining. This thing had a chance to be 9. It is 16 going into the fourth. We'll be back. Fourth quarter underway here from the Eagles' nest. Eagles trail this one by 16, but boy, they look like they're just ready. And Langley is going to be whistled for the foul.
Sam's come out tonight and played some tough defense, rebounded the ball, blocked some shots.
Probably one of the better defensive performances we've seen from Langley.
Yep.
That was out of bounds, and he just and Blue doesn't know, and so they'll ask for help, and both of the other officials had the same call. 3 officials tonight. Must not be a lot of basketball going on around town.
Good contest again.
Able to get out of there without a shot being made, so we'll see what the Eagles are able to do with it here.
Great pass there.
Inside he goes, and you're going to need a bunch of that. You got to make this in segments, get it back to 10, and then work on getting it to 2 possessions.
Yep.
Shot is up and it's good, and you cannot trade baskets with them at all.
No, not at this point.
From the corner, and that's one of those that wanted to launch but couldn't.
Seen a lot of good aggressiveness from Sam tonight. He's been aggressive on the defensive boards and offensive boards.
I'm very pleased with the play of a lot of them. It's just the baskets have not fallen.
That's right.
And that's the only thing. Now there's a lost ball turnover, and quickly down the floor they go. Good defense by Capel, and they go back. Baylor. Spin move into the lane. Up.
Good move there from Baylor Smith. Got to stop the ball.
Corner 3 launched, short, rebound controlled again. And this is that faster group that's out there now. Good dish. And a foul is whistled again on the floor, and that'll be the first. First team foul for the Crusaders.
Help him.
You're gonna have to, yeah, finally they get out and get to that one. Over in the corner, Baylor will go baseline again. And that's shots that if they were falling earlier in the game, it wouldn't be this kind of a game.
Different ball game.
Trying to go back the other way with it. And again, you can't just go back and forth.
No.
You got to get a score and a stop here and put a couple of those together, and you're right back in it. Smith will step out and get it back to Hicks. Reese Smith, good looking step back three is up, no good. One and done, rebound control, out of bounds, and we'll go over to the Crusaders as Garganta will swap places with Reese Smith.
I like to see Smith following the shot there. A lot of kids these days, especially to shoot it like him, they're just going to shoot it and watch it.
Leave the hand up, watch it, and drift down the court.
That's right.
Not Reese Smith.
Nope.
That shot is launched up and no good. Rebound controlled out, and off will go Garganta and the Eagles. That is just a tremendous trip down the floor for Fritz Garganta to be able to go behind the back, dribble around, and then go to the basket with a one-hander.
He's aggressive. He plays the same way every time, not afraid to take it to the hole. Good strong move there from Fritz.
It seems like it has been around. They can't get over this 12-10. The hardest working man in media right there, Marshall Leffler, joins us, and we're using the setup tonight, Marshall, that we used in Turling's there. This is that 5-minute setup, and looks like that's correct. $5:12 remains in this one. And you just think that the Eagles are knocking on that door maybe to put something together.
Yeah, got to get some stops right here. And
foul is going to be whistled on Baylor Smith. That'll be his second team foul. They don't put up the fouls for the guys, but just a second. 5:07 remains here in this one in regulation. You know, it's hard to look at this and say that this is one of their better efforts, but I think it is. They just didn't hit the shots. And you have that on the other end.
I bet if you go back and look at this film, you're going to have 15 missed layups in this game from the Eagles, at least.
And then now, you can't miss with one of them.
Right.
But when you got a team that's hit, 11 threes in this one already?
At least.
Back down the floor, trying for the block was Remy Capel, unable to get that one.
They've made the tough contested shots, and we missed the wide open one. Help him.
There's a turnover going back the other way, the feed. And I think that's going to take the wind out of the sails of the Eagles. With 4:10 remaining in this, ballooned up to 17. And I'm telling you, it was a chance you were talking about. It's at 12, an opportunity to get it to 10 or 9, and another big run.
Yep. We just haven't had one yet this game. We had a little mini run in the second quarter. Other than that, we
got
haven't
it
had
tied up. That's correct.
Yep.
But it's not been anything since then. We're delighted to be here in the, I think we're in the Eagles Nest of the Eagles Nest, up here in the upper deck where we're at this time. The view is great up here, and the crowd is certainly spirited and into this, and we love that.
Yep. Be back here on Friday.
Friday night opens up district play against the Mustangs of Rapides. Coach Broussard and company will come into town. You'll see boys action and girls action. That Lady Eagles team primed and ready to go for that game on Friday night. We will be down. KP will be here on the call for you. Him and Nick will be here. We'll be down filming the LBCA convention for them. Baseball getting ready to kick off along with softball. In and out of the hands, and the woes continue for the Eagles. KP, unfortunately, I think that last little stretch broke the back
Yeah,
of the Eagles.
it did. The Crusaders have made a bunch of tough shots, contested shots. They shot the three well.
They shot the three really well. And then they held the Eagles to one shot on the offensive end. That one rolls around no good. But again, the rebound is there. Although it does help to have fiber internet in a building, that goes a long way.
Yeah.
You know, there's a big one coming up on the 31st, KP, that we saw. That one is there over at the Emerald Palace that Peabody's putting on. Going to be a pretty big one on the 31st.
Who they playing?
It's 6 games. Ash is in it, Peabody's in it, Tioga's in it. Some girls action is there.
That ought to be fun.
There's a lot of activity going on. Big tournament down in Baton Rouge Friday and Saturday has some out-of-state teams in it also. Alexandria will be playing in that one.
This is that crossover time where baseball's starting and basketball's in the middle of
soccer and everything.
Yep.
2:30 left to go in this one. 21-point lead. Quickly down the floor they go to Gage Wright, who gets that basket. Count that one.
Yep.
Just caught the Crusaders sleeping a little bit.
Gage has had a good game. He's played hard, rebounded the ball well like he normally does.
Bangs around off the backboard and good. And just working out the final couple of minutes of this one. The Eagles are going to drop this one at home prior to district play starting. They'll need to shake the rust off and get ready to go come Friday.
Great pass.
Inside to Peyton Purcell. Just a quick stoppage to get a sub in.
Yep, good look there from Foster to Purcell. Still playing hard here, even though it's a...
There's a steal inside, and it's up for McCartney, and it's good. Near steal by McCartney that time, and to no avail. Thrown away. They've been able to put some things together, but I think they've used up all of their energy when they get it back, and that allows the Crusaders to go on another little run.
Yep, just haven't been able to stop them from making those open. Purcell for three.
Followed his shot, but wasn't able to get to it. Under a minute now remains in this one. They're going to wrap up this Monday night edition of the Lighted Up Digital Advertising Menard Eagles Game of the Week. Delighted to be here with you, Doug Gann and KP Miles of 446 Sports. KP will be on the call Friday night on that one. A lot of basketball this week as district play starts heating up all over the place.
Great move by Reese Smith.
Basket is there. One we're keeping our eyes on that none of the coaches will talk about because it's further down the road. Alexandria has a trip up to Ruston here coming up soon, and boy, nobody but the journalists will look ahead to that game, but we certainly will.
Yeah, I'm sure that district in basketball is just as tough as it is in football and baseball. That 2-5A is a tough district.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. And when you've got Ford and Hudson up at Ruston doing what they do, they're battle tested this year. But the Trojans have taken on all opponents and done pretty well. Foul
next year,
is
I think you
there.
lose Neville and you gain Peabody.
That's correct. That's correct. Now, these basketball teams just play one. They don't play home and homes. So you'll still get what you get but I think Peabody's going to add, Peabody and Nash are going to add a non-district game to it as well. So they'll have a home and home next year. You'll see
Good.
Peabody and Ash play twice next year.
That's good for this area.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah.
That one blocked off the backboard. Final 15 on the clock, and there's a turnover. Margin is 15 here, 71-56. We'll see if that's where it remains. Held ball, and it will go over to the Eagles. So 3 seconds left. Only the final score is in suspense of this one. Has it been all Westminster? Westminster Christian going to come out of here 71-56. Lead or win. Red hot three-point shooting and rebounding did it, and that is your ball game. That's going to do it from the Eagles Nest. Just a tough night on them. Congratulations to Coach Whittington and the Lady Eagles as they get the win on there, but that will wrap it up for us. KP, final thoughts?
Just a tough night from the field. Couldn't make open shots. Hopefully we'll get that squared away for Friday.
There you go. We'll be back here Friday night for the Eagles Nest girls and boys action coming up as district play starts. That's going to do it for my man Marshall, who you'll see some video action of this from around coming up pretty soon. KP